Hey, what's up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the challenges that I had to come on my layout, and how I overcame them, and what you guys could do to overcome some of the challenges you guys are going to have on your model railroad if you choose, or you may have, not you will have, but you may have on your model railroad, and ways I've overcome them, and so that you guys don't have to go through the process of trying to figure out what's wrong with your railroad. So, let's get on with the video. So the first thing that we will start with is what was originally right here, and which isn't here anymore. There used to be an incline that went up, and it started about here, and went around, and went over to here. And that caused plenty of problems on my railroad. Let me move my Mod Podge real quick. That caused many problems, including kinks right here and right down here and all of that. And it just didn't work for my layout. So before it came down here, and before it was a part of, before this part of the layout was connected to this, and before this even existed, there was an incline here. I believe it was a 2% incline here that went around and down, and it just didn't work. So I took it out, and then I put this track here, and this track, and then I also had a kink here again, because that's a joint between two sections of track. And I overcame that by just putting a new piece of track here. And the way I got it so that it wouldn't kink is that I soldered the track straight, and then I made it like this, and I curved it so that this wouldn't kink. Another problem that I had on my layout is right here. I bought the wrong turnout, and I almost gave up, but I bought the wrong turnout to get off of the first level of the layout, and I said, well, now I have to buy another one. But instead of doing that, I put this one here, and I made it so that it looked kind of funky, because why not? Why not add a little bit of a pizzazz, or a pizzazz to my layout? So that's why this is here. Another thing that is a challenge on my layout is this section of ballast right here. It always has these cracks in it, and it never really looks good. And I think that's because I never pushed it down and compressed it all. So I might just have to redo this ballast, or I'll just fill it in the ballast and cover it so that it kind of looks like, ballast, and that it was washed out at one point and all that. And for the final challenge on the bottom level of my layout is this area right here. It's always really dirty, and I don't know if it's because of this right here, but for some reason it's always really dirty, and the connections and the power doesn't really go through to my locomotives. If you guys have a solution to this, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to have a solution to this, and make it so that my trains can run on here all the way to the end, because right now they kind of stop anywhere they feel like it. Another challenge that I had actually was in this area right here on the, I guess you could say, the new addition, or the second level to my layout. This is just an old addition for you, but for me it's a new addition, because there used to be a turnout here, which now resides over there, and this used to be a track that would come down here and connect up to that track. And that caused a lot of problems for me, because there was shorts all over here, and I could never really get the track right, and my trains would always derail on the turnout. And it was just kind of too much of a curve for my 6 axle locomotives. So I tore it out, and I kept this level right here. And I'm just going to add some track here to make it look like there was, at one point, a line there that was torn out. And yeah, that was it for that section. Now let's move up here. The next issue was the fact that when this track came to here, and this track came to right about there, there was this track right here was way too sharp for my 6-axle locomotive, the SD78CE. The Dash 8 actually never saw this going to here, and I didn't really know how to wire a reverse loop, and I kind of jumped the gun when it came to a reverse loop, because I said, oh, that'll work, and it didn't really work. So I kind of just tore it out, and now it's cool construction scene, or deconstruction scene. And then this track right here was where this was going to be. But yet again, this curve was way too tight, because actually the layout was supposed to end right here, and this was supposed to be for my little brother. This was supposed to be a modeling space, but my dad just said take the whole table. So I did. And I used it, all of it, to create a coal power plant building. And so this also was too tight here, and there was no way to get around my cars, and it would just also cause a huge, massive hassle. So I ripped everything from here onward, made a curve here for my coal grate, and it goes, almost knocked my paper towels on the layout fully, and that's my main line, which comes off from off layout, and it comes around to supply my industries, because there's industries here and here. So I'm thinking that this could also be a boxcar area for unloading rail cars and getting the stuff to the industries, such as, I think there's a hobby shop in here. Yeah, there's a hobby shop, there's a lights shop, a pet shop. I don't remember what this is. I'll have to turn on the lights for that. But yeah, just to add some realism and all that. And even though this is a coal plant, there's going to be boxcars here and areas to unload the boxcars. And actually, kind of the first challenge that I had was with my track plan. My track plan was originally, I overdid the space, and I overthought the space. Originally, this was going to be a 2-track main with a crossover, so there would be a turnout here and a turnout here, and this turnout would be going this way, and this turnout would be going this way. And I just didn't have space for it. So I added this, and I added this area here, and I just made it as best as I possibly could and as large as I possibly could, and this was the result. And yeah, so make sure you plan for your space is one thing, and if there's any challenges that come about your railroad, don't just give up. Try again, and you don't even have to rip out sections of your track like I actually did here too, because this was a kink and everything would derail here. And you don't have to do that. You just have to reevaluate the situation and fix it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please like, comment if you want to see anything, such as, how-to videos, how I did the mountains, all of that. Please comment what you would like to see, and I will try and fit it into a video. And like the video to tell me that you guys want more. And I'll thank you, or I'll see you all, not thank you all, but I'll see you all Wednesday? I think it is. I think that's when my next video is planned. For you guys, this is coming out on Tuesday. So, yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you, and goodbye.